guys are adventuring in the lands of Toivoa. Specifically, and most recently, you are out here at sea, headed deep into the heart of the Sonoza Protectorate as you seek to find political allies in order to make a difference in the world regarding the portals that have leaked the Shintara Grove into the material plane. To that end, you are headed into the Protectorate to meet with the political forces there at the Night Spire. You have 2 weeks before you arrive and are currently sailing with a individual who certain members of the party have not been most appreciative of. And that's where we pick up as the day dawns. You guys have gotten a long rest. What would you like to do this morning?
Lauren would like to gather the party around and give them a quick primer on fighting underwater if it comes to that.
Personally, I think we need to use Captain Sharkbait over there as target practice.
Again, because of Islaren, we are not to harm, dude. We are not to harm him at all.
Just going to show him the merits of becoming my pincushion.
Lauren gives Twilight a look.
Are you telling me that you couldn't heal him afterwards?
He continues to give Twilight a look.
And Covet elbows him in the ribs.
Fine.
Oh. Do not expect us to fight underwater while we are in the Protectorate, although it certainly hurts to be prepared for when we cross the migration of the water leapers. That may become a circumstance that arises. Any who have not fought underwater do not realize that certain weapons become less effective, particularly ones that require a slashing motion or a wind-up in order to bludgeon. Trident, spear, short swords, daggers, and javelins.
Twilight raises an eyebrow and looks to the Slarn. Does the pointy end still go into the opponent?
That is what I was about to say next. As long as the weapon that has the pointy end goes into the opponent, and she makes kind of a motion as if she's thrusting a trident. This type of motion is typically more effective. That is why we tend to use tridents, spears, short swords, daggers, and javelins.
See, I'm not quite really getting the full merit of the thrust. Can you show me on Codfish over there?
Covet steps on his foot.
Oh. I was just running a practical exercise.
Twilight, you should know that firing a longbow underwater is more difficult as well.
Of course, they covered it in Underwater Combatics 101.
Okay. I do not need to provide that lesson.
That's what this rapier is for.
What about magics?
Magic tends to be able to enforce its will upon the world regardless. Although it is certainly a complication to perform a spell with a verbal component and simultaneously hold one's breath if one is biologically required to.
I mean, I do have the cap of water breathing. I should be okay, right?
Then you should be okay. And the bad news for Eowyn is that creatures that are underwater are less able to be damaged by fire.
The response is "Nar."
Again, hopefully it does not come to that. However, preparation is essential.
What kind of reception are you expecting?
Well, considering that Sharkbait over here wants to turn her in for a bounty, I'm sure it'll be a warm welcome.
Highlight's irony is very well placed. I fear I may have underestimated the degree to which my absence did.
I still think you returning on your own volition would be more receptive as opposed to under duress. And he nods over at the pseudo captain.
I would concur with that being the case. However, I do not.
Awesome. Twilight readies his bow.
Have it stepped on his foot again.
I think such good faith would be lost by the methods it would take to attain such a status.
So you are going to let him profit off of your own ill-determined circumstance of your own volition.
Find that those who profit at the expense of others tend to see those profits made up for eventually.
Twilight visibly grumbles and shakes a little bit.
It will come in time, my love. It will come in time. Just not now. And this is Lauren's lead. We have to follow what is Lauren's lead. This is her home.
So you want me to march you back to your hometown in chains?
Our hometown. And you'd be the same.
I mean, how would you like to see your friends and family again under duress?
I understand. But again, this is Lauren's choice, not ours. And I respect Lauren.
I do as well, but I do not look to see Codfish get an upper hand in this. I'm still pissed off that he drugged me.
Trust me, I am not happy about it either.
Perfect. But let's mess with the dude. I'm looking for some hexes, some poor performance, some anything that will show him the error of his ways.
We can give him some coffee.
Ooh.
Please assure me that it is a different batch of coffee from that which Arzel consumed.
I don't think it is. I
Or
think it's the same.
I would seek for his punishments to not be ours as well.
Okay, so how different do you want this coffee? I mean, do you want it slightly different or a completely different, like, roast?
The
altogether?
same.
It's Lauren.
Is truly limited to coffee that will not cause him a permanent harm and will not finish his readiness to defend the ship should we encounter the water leapers. And if I
So
must
you're
suffer,
saying
I
that
will suffer.
So after the water leapers, then he can take a drink?
That is not what I said.
Oh, it most certainly did sound like that.
Perhaps then, among your techniques, be one that sharpens the clarity of your hearing.
I don't have that particular technique. I have more.
As is observed.
I see. I wonder how well Codfish does under the technique for performance.
His swagger probably takes a hit, but that's pretty much it, I'm certain.
Covet, you've been granted inspiration by the Twitch chat.
Thank you.
You seem to always get inspiration every time you give Twilight a bad time. So, just something to keep in mind. There appears to be a connection there,
A
though.
pattern?
I too have been noticing this trend, and I am not pleased.
All I hear from you is wee, 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 wee.
All the way
Oh,
home.
you'll be hearing more than that when we fade to black.
What?
This is a kid's show. Please behave.
I don't know what that meant, but okay.
No one knows what it
It's
means,
best
but
if we just don't.
provocative.
It means that we can only read.
And with that, we will gloss over it. Congratulations. All right. Thank you for the inspiration. That's awesome. Thanks. I needed it.
So we only get 3 utterances of a cuss word. Awesome.
I thought we was French for yes.
Of course.
Okay,
Yeah.
gotcha.
Yeah.
So, as you guys have slightly deterred Twilight from actively taking action against the captain for the moment,
It's Codfish.
what would you guys like to do today?
How far are we from the Protectorate?
You are in the Protectorate waters already. It's just you're trying to get to the Night Spire, which is the seat of power within the Protectorate. So you have been told 2 weeks.
That's what I had in my notes. I just didn't trust my notes. I think I think what I'm going to do is probably fly up and just kind of take a look out over the ocean, see if there's any disturbance in the water, anything that looks like, there might be looking for trouble coming, I guess.
Okay, please roll a perception check.
I will do that thing.
With a 10, it's a beautiful day. It's fairly nice sailing. You see the white caps of the waves as the ship goes up and down. You're sailing northwards.
Hey guys, I think I've noticed that water looks wet. So that's about all I can tell you right now, though.
All right.
Good job. I couldn't be more proud. Yay!
You know, for a monk that deals with the rushing waters, I thought you would know what wet looked like.
Well,
I believe he's the monk of the serene waters. So
yeah,
he's out of his depth.
I'm out of my element.
Oh, okay. Element depth, yes. Insert pun here.
It's in the modified element, that which we are not familiar with.
So, Twilight, can I get your insight check as you have asked to roll a specific one?
Yeah.
With a 22 insight on your associate on board, he is rakish and, if given the opportunity, would absolutely hit on Islarin, making a move. But at the moment, she is part of business and is thus off limits by his own rules. He has no interest in Covet whatsoever, other than the fact that she is an associate of Islarin's. His interest in you, Twilight, is as a capable fighter aboard the ship. He respects you and keeps an eye on you because he suspects that you want to do him harm.
Not wrong.
He is quite perceptive of the fact that you keep readying your bow and putting it back down, grabbing at your rapier, itching to go would be a good way to put it, as his perception of you. His view of Kiki is of a flighty individual that is supposedly good in combat, but he hasn't seen that really. Whatever Islarin sees in Kiki, he's going to trust and be cautious. His most complex concern is about Eowyn, who he has heard rumors of, and the fact that Eowyn is associated with the Blue Cloaks causes him pause, as dealing with such a powerful organization would be problematic if he ever made it back to Nausea. And then Ayla Taylor, he likes her cooking. And should she open the opportunity, he would absolutely make a move on Ayla, because she's single, she's available, she's not part of the business other than just being associated with Islarin, and he views it as an opportunity for a good time.
So Twilight will pick up on these vibes and indicators and observations, and we'll go and speak with Eowyn. I mean, Eowyn, with you being in the organization that seeks to protect Nausea and the surrounding waters and areas, how do you feel about being kidnapped, drugged, forced upon a ship by a roguish character that looks to be circumventing the law at all opportunities?
I certainly don't appreciate it, but he's done us no harm so far.
So you don't consider waking up after being drugged as no harm?
It's not that I don't.
What about the laws in Nausea? What do they consider being drugged and forced upon a ship against your will? Is that considered harm or against the laws?
Of course it is, but
Would Basil put up with such activities in Nausea?
Such a shit disturber.
um,
So if the great and mighty Ronaldus Basil had observed
I get
such
it, I get it.
activities, he would have allowed it?
this doesn't have to go through to him.
That's right. There's more power of being the one that's behind him.
I'm just trying to get a good understanding of what the Blue Cloaks thinks is acceptable behavior in Nausea.
Does it really matter what Basil thinks? It's the person that's behind Basil that actually runs the real organization that
And
makes
Awen wants
it.
to be that individual. How is the new Nausea going to act?
That is completely up to Awen how they want to act.
So let
But
me talk
quit.
with Awen.
Quit pushing it. Quit it now.
I'm just trying to get a good vibe as to what we can expect for the future of Nausea under the new Blue Cloaks.
Ronaldo's is still going to be there. Ronaldo's is the head, but the neck is the one that turns everything.
So being drugged, kidnapped, forced upon the ship is acceptable behavior.
It isn't.
Oh, so you're okay with this, though?
Covet shifts her weight on one to where she's putting most of her weight on one hip, one leg, and just cocks her hip and crosses her arms over her chest and just gives Twilight a pointed stare.
Twilight doesn't pay attention.
And then she sends Urgle to go nip his ear to get his attention.
Hey, buddy, listen up. She's pissed.
So, Awen, are you going to let the rest of them speak for you?
Dude,
or are you going
you're
to
ignoring your
truly let
wives.
me know how
You need to pay attention to your wives.
Leave me alone.
You pay attention to your wives. Look at her. She's pissed. You know better than to ignore that look.
Twilight will look over at Covet, blow her a kiss, then go back to the conversation with Awen.
Oh.
Urgo comes back. Sorry, miss. I tried.
I appreciate it. You know, I have ways to do with that.
Awen? Did you have any response, Awen, to Twilight's goading of you? I think we might have lost Awen.
Yeah, internet's not cooperating over there, unfortunately. It looks like. Bummer.
I'm
Uh,
curious.
Is Kiki up in the Kiki nest? Kiki roost, excuse me.
No, Kiki's decided to try out his new gift from Islaren. So he's flying down into the ocean, into the water, underneath the ship, and back up again, just in big circles. Hey, look, the water's wet. And then that's all he does. Fly into the water, underneath the ship, and then back up the other side.
You do realize that once you punch into it, it's no longer serene, right?
It's also, I don't know, this water isn't serene, but it's still wet, just like serene water.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you now, yes.
We can hear you now.
Hopefully it's fixed now.
So, Twilight is trying to get you to be pissed off at Zensor. How would you respond to his goading?
I'll just. If it makes you feel better, I'll. That it warrant out for his arrest or something in nausea, but here there's not much I can do.
There's plenty that you can do. The question is, what is it that you're willing to accept?
I'm not willing to fight him since Norton requested we not.
But how does it make you feel as a protector of the law?
I don't think it's the best way to get me at someone, but
And here it is, that individual that has violated not only the laws that you are sworn to protect, but your person as well, right there within your grasp.
what are you hoping to accomplish out of this?
I am just trying to understand where your values are, what your motivations are, what it is that future that you're trying to establish.
Wow. He was not running for mayor. That's Amer.
Yeah, whoever wrote that jingle needs to work on the miracles.
Kiki just hearing that comment is going to land on the ship. Hey, Edwin, you're running for mayor? What town are you going to run for mayor for?
No, I said that's mayor. That's Amer.
Yeah, I heard that jingle. It needs help.
Mayor. Not ER. OR.
Awen, are you running for mayor of Nausea?
Not that I recall.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, I must have misheard. I was enjoying the wet water. I can fly underneath, sort of, in a way, thanks to Islaren. You been in the water yet, anyone?
Sorry, what was that?
Have you been in the water yet?
You're
I
seriously
guess you did. You got thrown in the water. I forgot about that.
Are you going to go take another swim, Kiki?
Let me see what I'm going to see if I can look around underneath the water, since
Sure.
I've now established the wet pod.
Of course. So, Kiki, at this point, you will see that there are several sharks patrolling near the ship. They're waiting the next thing to dive down beneath the surface in order to get an easy meal. They're very
should
well
pet one.
trained.
Hey, Kiki, sharks are not our friends. They're looking for food.
They're our friends. You should pet one.
I'm gonna go to Islaren with this question. This is your area. I see things that look like this, and he's gonna draw a picture of them.
Sure.
Islaren, is this something that I should be making pets of?
Lauren, that's like her eyes Oh, wide. Oh, they would be do as a meal.
Oh, then I probably won't make pets of them. All right.
Just a little
They're fond
hostile
of
at first. If you
poultry,
let them
but
sniff
it
your
doesn't
hand, they'll
very
be
often.
fine.
Let them sniff your hand. You'll be fine. What the hell?
Right?
Pro tip: do not let sharks sniff your hand. It's not going to be fine.
They'll do it
Actually, I
once.
just saw on the news that there was that y'all had some sharks down in Texas. So it didn't look like anybody was enjoying having them sniff their hand there.
Yeah, I did hear about that. They caught a shark here in the Guadalupe.
Okay, well, maybe they didn't like you then. They'll like someone else.
Uh,
So as you guys are sailing along, is there anything you would like to do today?
I was
like-
shark fishing with codfish.
She stomps on his foot again.
I will re-ask the question. What would you do today?
I
need go for it.
I would like to stay away from Twilight as far as possible.
Okay. Just avoiding him? Awesome. Cool. So as you avoid the master manipulator,
With Kiki, and I'm like, you're supposed to, it was suggested that you're supposed to help keep me on the straight and narrow. Any suggestions about how I don't lose myself?
yeah, actually, have you tried meditation?
Meditation, like not eating people.
Well,
That would be
meditation
great.
is certainly, yeah, it does not involve eating people. It sort of, in a way, involves not eating people, but not really actively. You don't sort of think about not eating people. It's just a way of quieting your mind a little bit. I usually like to do it when I'm up high. So maybe we could, I don't know, can you fly? You can't fly, huh? Because otherwise we could go up into the Kiki nest.
Twilight,
Are there any shadows?
Kiki has just invited Covet to the Kiki nest.
Twilight gives a glare.
This is something that Zensar has not yet done.
I'm gonna take that as a no. Is there another place that we can go? Someplace quiet, maybe at the bow of the ship.
Twilight readies poor performance.
Yeah, let's go sit at the back of the ship. We'll just sit behind the captain, back on that where the steering is.
Okay.
How calm are the waters today?
It's pretty calm. The wind is blowing strongly, so there's, a bit of a dip and a bob, but you're not getting seasick.
So you can sit however you want. It's not, you don't have to sit just like this. As Kiki's gonna sit down in like lotus position with his legs crossed in front of him. But he's gonna tell Covet just to sit some way that's comfortable.
So she goes and kind of sees how he's sitting and does her best to sit like he does. It'll be a little bit more difficult because she's not quite as flexible as Kiki, but she tries. And she, to make it a little easier, she leans up. She uses um, the the side of the ship to just help her stay upright and in one place.
Well, Twilight, you've been granted inspiration by the Twitch chat in your efforts to throw the captain overboard.
I love to see that there's solidarity in Twitch chat. I appreciate it.
There seems to be diversity in Twitch chat.
Indeed.
Half of them are wanting to throw you overboard, and half of them are wanting you to throw the captain overboard.
Oh no, she's not wanting to throw me overboard. She's just trying to keep me under wraps.
No.
The man down. I see how it is.
So just as we're sitting here, you just kind of relax your mind a little bit and focus on your breathing. And then let your eyes sort of go closed and just listen to your breath.
Okay, so she starts breathing slowly in and out, and closes her eyes, and she focuses on her breathing, just like you said, and hopes that her mind kind of goes still, hoping that she can find herself, find what she needs to stay true to herself and not go down some dark, twisted road.
The cool thing about meditation that Master Ope taught me is you don't have to try to do nothing. You just allow things to happen. So let your thoughts just come up to whatever your thoughts are. You don't need to focus on one particular thing. Things are going to come. It's like, think about clouds in the sky. Your thoughts are like clouds, and they're just going to drift through your mind, and don't try to grab onto them or push them away. You can't do either thing. Just let them drift. And what's come? Is there anything coming up for you? Like, what is? This is a time when worries might come up, and you can just let go of them.
I have a lot of worries, not gonna lie. What is this doing for what the consumption of all of these souls that are going into my pen, and what is that doing to me, and am I ever gonna make it back home? Am I ever gonna be able to never live up to my parents? This is not necessarily the path that I wanted, but they forced me on a path like this, and so many things, so many worries, so many fears. How do you deal with all of that?
You just you let them let those be there and focus on your intention. What is it that you want? That you lose yourself when you lose track of where you're going. If you focus on your intention and what you want, what you're talking about there, that your patron gives you and such. Leslie's kind of scary, I won't lie, but what she's giving you is tools. And so you just have to focus on how you're going to use those tools and not let the tools become the ones who are using you.
Huh? Oh, never mind.
Not you, tool.
What?
So focus on the gifts on the powers that she gave me to be able to help everybody reach their goals as well. Protect my friends, protect Islaren, particularly now, going home. I guess let's think of more short-term goals. So help her get, help her not be locked up for going AWOL.
Codfish.
You can I mean, one of the things your tools let you do is protect her. So think about the way that water works. So if right now we're riding on top of the water is calm, the water is helping us get to where we want to go. All very positive. But that same water, if it gets if during a storm, it'll take over and it'll take this ship. We can get this whole ship, as big as it is and as pretty as it is, it'll get waterlogged and it can get drawn down to the bottom of the ocean. So you need to make sure that that the powers that you're using are that you stay on top, that you stay where you're in control, where you're using them to get to your goal. So with Islaren, one of the things I don't think we know exactly what Islaren wants from this, but your powers can help her from getting waterlogged by the things that are going on there. Not get drawn back down into whatever stuff is going on there that she doesn't want to be part of. So you can help her the same way that you help yourself, and that is just by staying true to your goals. And I think you've got a good heart. So I think you just have to focus on your heart.
Focus on my heart. Gotcha. I will remember that. So whenever something, I'm not saying that I won't absorb another soul as of right now, because I don't know if I'm ever going to, not be able to do that. But I will do my best to try not to, and not let it consume me completely. Stay on top of the water, like you said.
Stay on top of the water. Yeah. Don't let the water take you over. Once it tries to draw you down, that's why you've got all of us. You just have to let us know, and we'll pull you back. Not we don't have to do the metaphor, I guess, too strong, but we could. But it is like we're all on a ship together, and if you start to feel like you're drowning, you got to let us know. I think that if I have any advice at all, my advice would be to keep talking and keep letting people know, because if you don't tell us, we don't know that you're being drawn into the ocean. You know what I'm saying? Does that make sense?
It makes perfect sense. I'll definitely be more vocal about when I feel like it's becoming too much.
Yeah, you're not alone.
So I guess I'll sit here and meditate a little bit and try to just let things come and go, as you said.
Kiki will settle back into his meditation as well, and invite Covet to speak up if she needs to while she's meditating. Otherwise, we will enjoy a little communal meditation time.
And while you do that, while he's not being observed by his wife, who has turned her back towards him for just a moment, Twilight's Call approaches Zensor.
So, Codfish. Captain Codfish.
Zensor, but how can I help you, Lord?
You see that individual over there at the side of the ship?
Which one?
Eowyn.
Indeed.
You know who they work for?
I do. Lord Ronaldus Basil of the Blue Cloaks, quite a capable and honorable man. What is your opinion of Lord Ronaldus Basil?
What do you think Lord Ronaldus Basil would feel about you drugging and kidnapping his protege?
I'm unsure. What do you think? After all, your opinion is vastly more valuable than mine.
I think he would be quite upset to know that his protege was taken under his watch, drugged against their will, and forced upon a vessel that they weren't ready to depart upon. I'm sure he would take it quite defensively.
Perhaps, which is fortunate, as I do not intend to return to the city of Nausea. Thus, it does not concern me. By the way, you didn't answer the question. What is your opinion of Lord Ronaldus Basil? Do you believe him to be an honorable man that is upstanding in all aspects of his life and handles people with care and concern and fairness?
I will say that he rose to the challenge when the Jesosai attempted to take Nausea and readied a defense.
So you judge him by his action as opposed to his personality.
Aren't we all supposed to be judged by our deeds and not by the words that we utter?
What words has he uttered to you that you would ignore those words, casting them aside as invaluable as opposed to his actions? Does not the way someone does something matter as opposed to simply the thing being done?
Not necessarily, because motivations and the reasoning can quite often articulate the reason for the methods utilized to achieve a desired end state. I seek only to understand and to maybe even empathize given the right motivations.
So we agree, the motivations matter in the way that things are done as opposed to simply the actions being taken. My motivation is to repay debts that are owed to others. I owe people my life and services, and unfortunately, my motivations have caused me to have to perform actions that are distasteful, and for that I apologize.
So why don't you go ahead and enlighten us so that we can perhaps come to some sort of an agreement that removes this bitter taste from our mouths?
What would you like to know?
Humor me.
There once was a man from Nantucket. He had 7 wives and 7 children. Each of the children had 7 camels, and each of the camels had 7 fleas. I met this man upon the sea as he traveled towards Nantucket. How many people were traveling away from Nantucket?
I didn't mean literal with the humor. I meant
I apologize.
So we might understand your plight so that we can understand the motivations from which we find ourselves. And maybe we can come to a restitution that might benefit us all.
Well, where to begin? I was a young man once. Long ago. And I had some indiscretions, as I'm sure you have had, Lord Twilight. I'm sure your life is as storied, if not more so than mine. And
there are a few legends that exist, but that's not why we're discussing.
Truly, are they legends? Or stories?
You were saying.
I, after one indiscretion, found myself marooned upon an island. After setting a signal fire, I was approached by the crew of a ship. I convinced them that I could provide services to them. They took me aboard and sailed away.
You shouldn't bring yourself so low to offer such things.
I had knowledge of the treasure that had been stored far away by a pirate princess. We attempted to recover it, however, the ship ran aground in the process, and so the ship was irreparably damaged. We were unable to recover the treasure, and due to my failure in navigation, I owe the captain of that ship a replacement. Thus, this mission is my best chance to recover enough funds to replace that ship without dying.
And didn't the bounty poster show an awarding of a ship as part of the compensation?
It did.
Was that not able to justify or alleviate your debt?
It is. Once I have restored Islarin to her place, the gold cost is to free my name, as I must pay off the contract from a variety of other indiscretions with various women whose fathers are most displeased.
Sounds like you've made a habit of making bad decisions despite the desired instinct.
I was young and foolish. It has been 10 years since my last indiscretion. Tell me, Lord Twilight, of your past. I trust that your past has been legendary, and so I am curious to hear how perfect and how virtuous your life has been.
And what gives you any indication that those are relevant in this case?
The same relevance that you place upon my stories. Simple curiosity. After all, we have time aboard this ship together, whether we like each other or not. I simply wish to know the man who's has no fault.
Whatever gave you the impression that I had no fault, you are surely mistaken, for I find myself to be very much at the mercy of the waves, so to speak.
Indeed, so you find yourself thrown about without a purpose, a goal? I trust that you do your best. Do you not? Tell me these legends, so that I may spread them to the high seas. You wish to have your tales told, I'm sure. Who better than the great pirate Captain Zensor?
So while, yes, my tales have been recorded in time, my tales have been captured and have been listed and have been spread across. But I will tell you,
I have not heard them. Please, regale me.
I hail from Chantara Grove of the Fey Realms. What it is now is not what it was. And what it could be is yet to be determined. Though there have been a series of significant, emotional, and highly problematic events over time. That which I find myself in now is still a means to an end that may rectify the situation yet once again.
Is that it?
Of course not. But my question is, what is the motivation behind such an inquiry?
Sheer entertainment, my dear man. It is boring to travel for 2 weeks without pleasant conversation. It can be done, but don't you wish for an outlet of your creativity? I listen with rapt attention to your songs. You never will have such an attentive audience such as I. He can't leave. He wants to hear your story. This is your perfect opportunity to begin the ballad of Twilight's Call.
Do you want me to go through all 16 pages of the wiki as we go through all of this?
He's going to smile. Please, tell me the tale of Twilight's Call. Will you serenade this man with the absolute full story of the legend of Twilight's Call? We don't have to read the whole thing. People can go and read it for themselves. But would you entertain him as the first person who's actually asked you to do so?
Evidently, yes. Yes, I would.
He listens with rapt attention, not interrupting, paying attention to everything, politely nodding and raising eyebrows in surprise. He appreciates the performance. He is the perfect audience member. Meanwhile, less than 30 feet away, Covet Von Sin and Kiki are trying to meditate.
Covet says, forget it. That's fine. I think that's pretty good for the first time of meditation. She turns towards she turns towards Twilight and just puts her elbow on her knee and leans forward and says, go ahead. And she raises an eyebrow.
Twilight will look at Covet and say, as you focus on your heart during your motivation, listen to my voice and find your serenity.
Fine. So she gets back in her meditative state.
What is your performance?
My performance. Great.
Excuse me.
Yes, Eowyn?
Do I see any sharks on this side of the water?
You do see sharks on that side of the water as Covet is posing to be Twilight's muse.
And she begins to meditate again.
With your passive perception, Twilight, Zensor hasn't even turned to look.
Covet feels a little bit upset, but understands why. She doesn't want to die.
He's more paying attention to the handsome man before him who is regaling him with stories.
Are you sure we can't pet the sharks?
Do you wish to jump in and pet a shark?
I mean, I'm sure it's fine if you just let them sniff your hand first, and they'll decide if they like you.
You should convince Twilight to let them sniff his hand.
Twilight. Where's Twilight?
Twilight is at the back of the ship, trying to sing a song to the captain, while Covet is posing for Twilight.
Oh, Aelin can hear all of the tale that's being told.
I'll wait till he's done with that.
Okay. As a question for Covet, we rolled the performance check, but what is Covet doing for this performance?
I am meditating, but not really meditating. I'm more of listening to what he's going to say and praying that he does not say something stupid.
Right, but the question is, how are you inspiring such a thespian as his muse?
I will take a page from Kiki's book and sit there in the perfect position that Kiki taught me, and I am going to the lotus position, and I'm going to sit there and be as calm and as still as possible, and making sure that there is not an ounce of worry on my face, almost as that of a serene statue.
Okay. Cool. Very well. So, Twilight performs the Ballad of Twilight's Call while watching his wife be very serene and calm. She's not engaging with you, Twilight. She's not telling you to stop. She's not pulling on your ear. She's not sending an undead bird to squawk at you. Twilight, this is the first time in your life that Covet Von Sin has allowed you to, in one sitting, go through the entire ballad all at once. Are you going to be okay?
Her inner peace.
Are you going to be okay, Twilight's Call?
There may be a shed of a slight tear as it drapes down the cheek.
Meanwhile, Islaren. What are you up to?
Miss Lauren is seeing everyone going off and doing their own thing, and she's just gonna. Actually, did Covet and Kiki go up to the crow's nest?
They did not. They went to the
Kiki's
stern
nest?
of the ship.
Okay. I will ask for Kiki's permission to observe from up there.
You're muted, and we cannot hear you.
That Kiki was meditating with Covet at the back of the ship.
Yes, which is why he is so serene right now.
Yeah, exactly. Yes, of course you can go up to the Kiki's nest. I wasn't able to see anything except the water, so maybe you'll have a better chance.
I hope that I will observe the same.
What is the rest of the party's reaction to the Ballad of Twilight?
Yeah! Let's roll a wisdom saving throw, please. Islaren, you do not fall asleep.
That's rapt attention.
Kiki does not fall asleep. Covet? He does not fall asleep. Covet von Sin. Your meditation goes very deep, and you can tune him out. Eowyn, can I get you to roll your wisdom saving throw, please?
Does it still count if I'm distracted?
Yes.
Okay.
You are able to pay attention to the sharks and everything else. However, Ayla Taylor is
I can
going...
see you speaking, but I cannot hear anyone.
You cannot hear anyone? No? That's strange. Okay. Well, Ayla Taylor is going to listen and not fall asleep. She's not heard some of these verses before. She appreciates the story while she's cooking below decks. Because we know that Twilight's voice carries.
Dale. We say Dale.
Twilight coming, we wanna go home.
How does Zinser react to the ballad?
What is Zenser's reaction to the ballad?
Yes.
Oh, goodness. We shall see. He is charmed by you. He thinks your story is absolutely one of the best he's ever heard. He's most appreciative of the story and appreciates your singing. He thinks it's a great story and well written. The fact that your conviction in the facts is so true, he loves it. At the end, he will even applaud. Thank you for sharing, Lord Twilight. I've not heard that sort of tale for many years. Not since my lover once told me a story of hers. But yes. Thank you, sir. I consider it a most gracious performance. And had I any gold, I would give it to you. As I spent my gold on supplying the ship.
Yeah, we were in the process of, well, we were going to do that the next morning until we found ourselves already aboard the vessel.
I trust that the accommodations have been meeting your expectations.
Fortunately, you didn't take my captain's quarters, so I don't hold ill regard on that one.
I did take the liberty of replacing the pillows in the captain's quarters.
And the linens?
Of course. You wouldn't want to sleep on Joso Zai linen. It's coarse and doesn't stay tucked in. It gets everywhere, you understand.
Exactly. But as you've heard my tale and our plight and the circumstances with which we find ourselves and the quest that we are upon, you understand my initial reaction to the circumstances with which we find ourselves.
Oh, certainly. Should I have been found in the same circumstance, I would have taken the utmost offense. Know this, I wish you no ill will. If it was not for you being associated with this Lauren and my knowledge of her, you would have been left behind, undrugged and unabducted. I just knew that should she be taken, I would have had a much harder time without you here than with.
So how do we settle said impasse?
Perhaps a game of Rochambeau.
the character is, the player is unfamiliar with that game. I'm sure the character is familiar, but the player isn't.
Rochambeau, the classic game involving threes, the ultimate in mental fortitude, a test of wit and wile. Three protagonists are placed against each other, usually represented by a rock, a pair of scissors, and a piece of paper.
To what end and to what to be desired?
To the end of your offense taken due to my bringing you aboard, and my apology forthwith.
One of which I've already received, the other of which still requires something different.
Oh, so you no longer find me offensive. Then there's no need. I appreciate that, and we are agreed.
Was not what was conveyed.
Oh, then what can I do in order to facilitate our tolerance of each other?
At the beginning of the altercation, prior to the alleviance of said wanted poster, you made a statement that I wish clarified.
Which is?
The sharing of the bounty.
I will share as much of the bounty as I possibly can with you.
Go on.
I am unsure of how much it will cost me to equip my vessel once it has been claimed. Therefore, I cannot give you a specific number.
So am I to then take you at your word, both as a rake and a knave, that you will then provide said compensation upon conclusion of the outfitting of said vessel, that you will be rewarded, and the returning of ours to our own personal acquisition?
He blinks at you. Sir, I am not a lawyer. I kill lawyers. I will provide you with as much of the bounty as I possibly can when I have claimed my ship. I will even do the further and unselfish act of leaving all of the supplies that I have purchased aboard this ship and leave them for you. If that is not enough for you, Lord Twilight, then I ask that we simply dislike each other and not engage.
You have been true to your word up to this point. You've demonstrated as such at the last interaction with the Protectorate. I can put my animosity at a pause, but know this. Each action will be the determination of whether or not it shall continue thereafter.
Understood. And you, sir, for my part, have been true to your word in all aspects. Your reputation precedes you and obviously will spread to the far corners of Toivoa. It has been an honor to have abducted you.
That's not a phrase you hear often.
That will elicit a slight growl from Twilight.
He will give you a grin as he will you will realize that was intended as a joke and a little bit of a peace offering towards your ego.
And everybody likes their ego stroked.
Among other things. You don't need to key up for that.
Which
So,
was intense.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
Excuse me.
Yes, Eowyn.
Now that Twilight's done with the ballad, Eowyn will call his name out. So since kind of far apart.
Uh-huh. Eowyn's calling for you, Twilight.
Oh, an encore! Yes, of course, Eowyn. What can I do for you?
No encore. There's some sharks over here. Do you want to try petting them?
You know, as much as I am interested in acquiring another beast of burden, I don't think they do very well when we go to the landlocked countries once we transition over to the Shadow, Queen of Shadows.
All the more reason to pet one right now before you go back.
Do you need assistance? I can give you performance enhancements. It's nothing to be ashamed of. You can end up with the strength of a bull, or the grace of a cat, or even the splendor of an eagle. You just need to let me know where your deficit or deficiencies are, and I am there to assist you all the way.
I do not feel like going back in the water for a third time.
Well, didn't you pet the shark when you were in there the first time? What about the second?
I was more concerned about not getting washed away.
So, this performance enhancement technique can also assist you in getting back onto the ship should you fall overboard.
Then we should perhaps save that for when another storm hits.
Okay, of course, I understand. But please keep me in mind should you need any additional performance enhancements techniques.
I will try not to.
It is okay to understand and to admit said deficiencies. It's okay, we all have our shortcomings. But this just gives us that little boost, that edge that helps get us to where we need to so that we can cross the finish line.
I really regret calling out to you.
Well, okay, but enjoy your time. Like I said, if you need assistance, just let me know.
Okay, are you gonna keep being a parrot and repeat yourself?
No, I regale with tales and legends and tales and perform ballads of excellence and provide opportunities.
Eowyn will cover his ears.
As Eowyn covers their ears and starts to walk away, will you follow them, Twilight?
Of course, because Twilight does not pick up on social cues whatsoever.
Why are you following me?
You called me over.
And I'm uncalling you.
Oh, okay, my mistake. I apologize. Anytime you need more regalings, just please let me know, and I am your man.
Where's Covet when you need her?
Oh, she's meditating up on the back of the ship with the Kiki.
No wonder you're unsupervised.
Wow, I'm known as the leash now. Holy smoke.
We all have one job on this ship.
The leash. Yay.
I'm not going to make the comment. I'm not going to make the
I'm
comment.
still meditating.
I understand. I understand. So, while you're meditating, you could take the form of a ball, right? There are many kinds of leashes. Some are made of rope, and others are made of chain.
Work all night on a drink of rum.
I'm still trying to meditate over here.
Daylight coming, I wanna go home.
All right. So, the day will pass uneventfully, unless someone decides to go shark petting. You guys can have an entire day of relaxation as best as possible as Twilight continues to sing.
I'm gonna enjoy that.
They will continue to cover his ears because he doesn't like his singing.
My singing is very pleasant to the ears.
I'm gonna enjoy the singing and the storytelling, but I'm gonna also see if Islarin could help me show me how to fight underwater. Like maybe we could go underwater together, and she could show me how to make sure that I'm being effective when I fight beneath the waves.
Clerkman checks, petty checks with caution. Daylight coming, I wanna go.
Miss Lauren, would you encourage
Faster.
Lauren, would you encourage Kiki to go fight underwater while there are sharks around the ship?
My back is broke with sheer
I'm thinking
exhaustion.
like tomorrow, like that. I don't imagine they're going to be following us all the time. And I was going to ask if Islarin wanted to spar underwater.
I am open to the idea. I believe the pertinent questions will be whether we can do so when the waters are safer and whether we can do so while the ship is not moving fast enough that we could be left behind with even a moment of inattention.
Oh, fair enough.
Or rather, I'm certain that you could pace it down, although I am not quite as swift as you are.
Yeah, I don't think I could carry
When I
you.
fly.
Yeah.
Kiki, do you need some enhancement techniques?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe. Can you make me stronger? Because then I can carry
I
you.
can get strength of bull.
Oh, interesting. Oh, maybe that would work. And then if we wound up behind the ship too far, I could just pick you up and fly with you back to the ship. Does that sound like a great idea?
But it only lasts for an hour, so make sure you train effectively for that 1 hour.
Good point.
Now the question is this strength of bull or is it strength of bull? Never mind. Just asking.
And you get 5 temporary hit points.
Cool. Twilight would like to work on the whispers. So Twilight, let's go ahead and roll your check.
Which one?
That is the wisdom check this time.
Okay. Damn it.
Unfortunately, you do not gain any progress.
No.
Ayla will come up from below decks where she has modified some of the rations to taste better, she says. We're going to roll her cooking here. So we're going to see how well she did. She got a 9. So roll 1d91 plus 9. It's horrible, guys. She has ruined the rations for the day. They are soggy and less pleasant than oatmeal.
Ugh.
It's water and salt and just some bacon grease. It is separated. The emulsion is icky. Do not eat this or you will be sick. Do any of you wish to eat it? Yes, Eowyn.
Would it make the shark sick?
Possibly, if the sharks would eat this.
Oh man.
Are you guys going to throw it overboard?
Yes.
Covertly.
Okay, please roll your sleights of hands. Not to hurt Ayla's feelings. Thank you, Twilight's Call. That makes so much sense.
Oh, walks to the side of the ship, just throws it over, so it's like very, and then stares at Ayla like,
Just
what are
eye
you gonna
lock.
say?
There may or may not have been a eye lock or eye-to-eye contact in the process.
It wouldn't kind of feel too bad to throw it overboard and just awkwardly holding on to it.
Just gonna stand there awkwardly holding on to it.
Kevin walks over and stands in front of Eowyn and puts her hands behind her back to take it from Eowyn. So Eowyn won't have to stand there awkwardly holding this very nasty food.
Are you going
And-
to give it to Covet?
Yeah.
Okay, Covet, you have 2 bowls of this ick.
Oh, I throw mine overboard for sure.
Please roll.
And
You did yours,
I did
yes. What about hers?
Yep.
Or his? Sorry. Eowyn's.
Ta!
You managed to get it overboard without any seeing from Ayla. However, she is very offended at Twilight's Call and gives you the stern look. We don't waste food on this ship. We have a limited supply. The captain was gracious enough to purchase the food, and you throw it overboard? What are you doing? Do you not want to eat? Fine. No food for you. See if I cook for you anymore.
I'm having some serious flashback issues.
Twilight consumes a bead of refreshment.
All right. Scratch one of those off your character sheet. And Ayla's going to go below decks in a huff. And she will gain a level of exhaustion as she eats her own food. Because you can't let good food go to waste.
I didn't let good food go to waste.
Right. But that's her perception. She cooked it. She's got to eat it. You know what they say, you make your bed, you sleep in it. So she cooked it. She's got to eat it. All right.
Yeah.
Anything else you guys would like to do today?
I will try to work on some of my gems.
Okay.
Put together the black onyx and zircon into a ring.
Nice. And you double their value. Very nice. Cool. Anybody else want to do anything before bed tonight? Nope. Okay. So, as you guys go to bed, are you guys going to rotate watches, or does the captain have to set anchor?
I will rotate steering of the ship
Okay.
when it is my turn.
Very well. Cool.
I'll take watch.
Can I get your survival check, Twilight's Call?
My water vehicles?
Yes, sir.
Ugh.
It's fine. It's not great, but, you know, it's passable for the fairly calm seas that you were in. Covet, you keep watch tonight. And as you're keeping watch tonight, Covet, you're going to hear music from all around the ship, and the waves are going to die down. You hear singing.
Is Twilight singing?
I'm sure Twilight is singing. That's just Twilight's existence, right?
Absolutely.
But right now, the only two people on deck would be Covet and Twilight.
I go to the edge of the ship cautiously.
Okay.
I look out into the water.
Look out into the water. Awesome. As you look out into the water, let's roll a perception check.
Wow.
With a 12, walking across the water, you see women with long black hair striding towards the ship. They look sorrowful, melancholy, and the singing is coming from them.
Covet goes immediately to Twilight and starts digging around her pack and she takes her blanket and she shreds it and stuffs pieces in Twilight's ears, and then she immediately runs down to alert Islaren and the rest of the crew.
Okay. As they begin to approach the ship, I'm going to have you determine who all are you waking up. You're going to wake up Islaren, Kiki, Ayla, and Eowyn?
Yes, as of right now.
Okay. Cool.
And telling Kiki and Eowyn to make sure that they have something to cover their ears, stuff in their ears.
All right.
She has a hunch of what they are, but she hasn't stopped a moment to confirm.
Okay.
Once she is able to catch her breath, she would like to confirm that,
Okay.
if at all.
So.
Between the here, between the now, between the north, between the south, between the west, between the east, between the time, between the people.
That's where I'm going to put you guys in the center of this map. There we go.
From the shell, song of the sea, either quiet or calm, searching for love again.
So, as a question, who all has their ears stopped up?
I I have only instructed the males to do so.
Okay. Just the men. All right.
So I would have done, if that's what Covet suggested, then I would have done that.
Does Kiki have ears?
Not as such, but certainly like I'm thinking, that's what I was just thinking through. I think he will probably take a piece of material and tie it around his head to cover where his ear organs are at.
Okay. Gotcha. Cool.
Because he can't really stuff anything in his ears, so he's just going to tie something around his head.
So with my history
Yeah.
check, what would I know what they are, or would it
Your
be something
history
different?
check of a 20. Let me go check here. 20 is high enough. Here we go.
Excuse me.
Yes.
Eowyn wouldn't really know what to cover what to use to plug his ears, so I guess he just covers them as an intent, at least.
Covet would have given him pieces of her tattered blanket.
So be sure
Yeah.
you scratch your blanket off your character sheet. Got it.
Oh, for sure, I will do that.
Under the sea.
She looks at everybody and says, "It's drowned maidens. They're coming. They're really, really bad."
They can't hear you.
Where it's wetter.
I'm going to smack this. Shut up.
They can't hear you, Covet.
And there's a time and place for that. Now isn't the time.
He can't hear you.
All right, ladies.
I was speaking out of character.
Ladies, we need to cover our ears as well. We need to kill these things as quickly as possible, and don't let them kiss you. Don't get near their hair. Don't they. I mean, if you've got anything that any weapons that have silver on them, that's good. And
now's when I need you guys to position yourself around the ship.
and
Can we see them?
Covet could see them for a moment.
Mm-hmm.
I'm driving the boat.
Well, you were steering the boat until the sails became calm. All the wind has stopped. So, please roll for initiative.
You need to cover your ears, Sis Lauren. You should know.
I'll cover my ears at your instruction.
And I give more, you two, Ayla, and I give the rest of my tattered blanket to them, to Ayla and Islaren, and take the last couple pieces for myself.
Okay.
But the Covet, Eowyn, and Ayla get +4 to their mission.
Awesome. So, my initiative coming in here, it's going to be an 8.
Damn it. I thought my rolling was bad.
Yeah. All right. And Ayla's initiative here. Ayla is here. Awesome. So Ayla got a 9.
It comes to 13.
13. Okay.
Eowyn's should be 24.
Eowyn should have a 24. Of course, Eowyn has a 24. After all, fire! Cool. So, Eowyn, As these things are approaching, what would you like to do?
Am I still below deck?
No, you can run up on deck.
Yeah, run up on deck up to like here.
Okay.
Here. Am I able to see what these things are?
Not from where you're standing. I don't think you can see any of them yet.
Yeah, I can't. There's um
You will soon. Would you like to prepare an action?
yeah, that's what I'm trying to figure out.
Okay. Okay.
I think I'll just prepare a regular guiding bolt.
Okay. Awesome. Twilight's Call.
Hey, Covet, where did you see them at?
And she points in the direction.
Okay.
Which direction did she point?
Covet sees them in that direction, that direction, that direction, over there, over there, over there, and over there.
Well, if the ship isn't going anywhere, Twilight will ready his bow to shoot something hostile once it approaches his threat range.
Very well. Miss Von Sin.
She prepares a empowered hex to be cast for the first one that she sees that is going to become hostile.
All right.
Towards the ship.
Cool. Ayla Taylor is going to cast Bless and is going to bless. Let's see here. We can cast Bless so that it affects everybody. So that would require the 4th level spell. She's not going to use it. So we're going to cast a 4th level Bless to bless Twilight, Covet, Islarin, Eowyn, and Kiki.
Bless me.
You've been blessed.
Thank you, Eowyn.
All right.
Thank you.
Or she has to do that 5th level. So get the bless. All right. So that's Ayla's turn. And we go to Kiki Al Nazar.
Right. I think, and I obviously can still not see them, so I am going to prepare. Actually, I'm going to use my bonus action to activate my Boots of Speed.
Okay.
And then I'm going to. I don't have my. Yeah, I'll just prepare to strike with my short sword if they come within range, which I'm assuming they won't, but I will at least have that prepared.
Okay. Cool. After Kiki, it becomes their turn. And we are going to move. And we are going to move how far here? We are going to move 40 feet. There. As they come closer, the singing is growing louder and more baleful. They're coming for the ship. All right. Prepared actions might fire off now. So, does anyone have any prepared actions they'd like to fire off at this point? Nope.
I've got nothing yet.
I can't see anything yet.
Okay. Then we will go to Slaren's turn. Anything else you'd like to do with Slaren?
Okay, yes. I to move to here. I'm going to use my action to invoke my channel divinity of Watcher's Will and grant. Let me just make sure. Okay, yeah, I can't get both Twilight and Kiki in this. I'm Twilight slightly closer now, so I will grant everyone but Kiki advantage on intelligence, wisdom, and charisma saving throws.
Okay.
Nice.
I feel other 25 get here. And I'll use my bonus action to cast Guild of Faith. Because
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. So after Slarn, are you casting Shield of Faith on yourself?
Yes.
All right. After Slarn, we go to Eowyn.
I don't see anything yet. I moved. Wait, they're on this side, right?
They're all around the ship
Why is there so many?
because you guys are in the deep ocean.
Yeah, I still can't see anything, so I don't think there's much I can do.
Okay. So just holding that guiding bolt ready. Cool.
Yeah.
Mr. Call.
Islarn, I thought Protectorate patrolled these waters. Why do we have things like this over here?
Lauren can't hear you because her ears are stuffed.
What a
I
great
said. Since nobody has asked for any performance enhancement, and he hasn't seen anything that needs or requires poor performance modifications, he will continue to ready his longbow to shoot the first thing that enters his threat ring.
Okay. Miss Francine.
Okay, so are we just kind of drifting along because of Twilight? I want clarification on that.
The sails have no wind. The ship has no propulsion right now.
I did nothing. Don't you blame this on me.
You are becalmed.
Huh? I can't hear you, Twilight. You said something? So with that, Covet takes the last two strips of the tattered blanket, and she calls Urgel up to her and tells him to go wake up as Twilight affectionately calls him Captain Codfish, and tell him to put these in his ears and tell him that we're being attacked, or will be attacked soon. We need him.
Sure thing. Absolutely. Yeah, I can do that. Yeah.
Thank you, Urgel. You're amazing, as always.
And Urgel will go below deck and wake him up.
Still holding her empowered hex.
Okay. Cool. All right. And we're going to roll his initiative to get him on the board. There we go, because he's awesome at being bad. All right. So, after that, we go to Ayla Taylor. And Ayla's going to stand here and look pretty. And she's going to hold a sacred flame when something gets close enough for her to see. Mr. Al-Nazir.
All right. Kiki sees one of these folks out here. He's gonna fly over and he's gonna see what they're made of.
Okay,
Hey,
as you get
knock it off
closer,
with the singing.
as you get closer,
What's
they
that?
only moved their movement, so her prepared action fires off. And Hair leaps up out of the water to try to grab a hold of you.
Here,
Does a 17 grab a hold of you?
it does not.
Okay, you were able to dodge to the side. What would you like to do?
Did you say that it was hair?
Indeed.
Long, beautiful hair.
I told you to stay away from the hair.
I whip my hair back and forth.
That's
I whip my
crazy.
hair.
Hey, the hair just attacked me. Nobody can hear me because everybody's got their ears. Does a 28 hit?
It does. You will deal 13 damage to them.
And I would like them to make a saving throw, please, because I am going to try to stun them.
Okay. Constitution saving throw comes in as a 14. They're stunned.
All right. They're maybe not as bad as we thought. Well, he thinks to himself out loud. All right, I'm gonna hit again.
Okay. You are going to hit again.
Is that crit?
Does a 32 hit? Yes, a 32 hits. And it's going to be 18 plus... Yeah, it should be... Oh, what do we got here? What's the custom damage from again? Oh, yes.
It's from the belt.
So 18 plus 12 is 30. 30 plus 10 is 40 damage, sir.
All right, so stop singing, for God's sake. And that was... and Kiki is just gonna fly back.
Okay.
So to about wherever he can get to. I think right he is, as far as he can get.
Okay. She's stunned and cannot do anything about that. It becomes their turn.
Yep.
All right. Why is she rotating? That's weird. All right. So we're going to move 40 feet closer to the ship.
I shoots it.
All right. One moment. That one is stunned. All right. 40 feet there. 40 feet. All right, sir. Going down prepared actions. Aslarian, you did not have a prepared action. Zensor does not have a prepared action. Aowen, you had a guiding bolt prepared.
Do I roll it now?
Yes, please. Okay. Which one are you throwing your guiding bolt at? That one
This
there?
one.
Gotcha. Okay. So your guiding bolt will hit it, dealing 10 radiant damage. And it is now lit up. The next attack against it has advantage. Twilight's Call, your prepared action.
Is against this one up here.
Okay. You will hit it, dealing 25 damage up there. All right, and then Covet's prepared action was an empowered hex, right?
Yes, but it is out of range, so I have to wait.
Okay.
Unless you're allowing me to move.
No. And then Ayla's prepared action is going to be the Sacred Flame. And it would be on this one here. So this one here got a... Oh, I need to roll the Dexterity saving throw. Dexterity saving... Oh, wrong button, sorry. Dexterity saving throw is a +6. So they dodged the side of the Sacred Flame. Kiki Alnazar acted. So it is their turn. They move to here. And we can multi-attack Kiki as he's in range of this one. So we're going to make 3 hair attacks.
That's
Kiki?
some long hair.
It is. It's 20-foot long hair. The first one will be an 11 to strike you.
We'll miss.
A 17 to strike you, sir. Misses again.
Yes.
And the third one will be an 11. As the hair lashes all around you, we go to Islar and Shonozat.
Right. That decision. Can't get to within that one. Can't hear Kihi getting attacked, but I did see him up in that direction. But he's also usually able to fly in and out of situations easily, so okay, yeah, I think I'm going to hold my position in this area. I'm going to I'm gonna dive into the water because the boat is still. Actually, no. Well, no. We've seen sharks in the. Actually, do I see any sharks?
Well, perception check at night
I
over the
told-
side.
I told you, just let them sniff your hand and you'll be fine.
With a 15, you do not see any sharks at the moment.
Okay.
Doesn't mean they're not there,
I get them to
but you don't
attack.
see any.
Yeah. Okay. Right. Here's what I will do. Only really see one, so I will. And are they like flying or swimming or
They're walking across the water.
okay? All right. I will attempt to command this one to halt.
Okay, casting command. And what was the command?
Halt.
Halt. Okay. My wisdom saving throw is a 4. It will halt.
That is a lot of valuable information all at once.
Cool. Anything else?
Let me just. Okay. Nothing else.
Okay. Zenser comes up on deck, looks around, sheet, and is going to. Yep. Going to step back in this direction. 30 feet. To try to guard this side of the ship. And he will prepare an action in case something gets within range. Eowyn, what would you like to do?
Alright. Look at this mouse.
Okay.
Did we take a long rest at any point?
You took a long rest yesterday.
Oh, I guess I forgot to hit the button.
Okay. Go ahead and hit the button. Go ahead and confirm that. You should have all your spells except for one guiding bolt. What would you like to do?
Is this one within 60 feet?
It is.
Can I just put a flaming spear right next door or put a water? Get rid of it.
You want to put a flaming sphere next to it? We can do that. All right. Cool. So we're putting a flaming sphere next to it. Awesome. You grab the flaming sphere. Nope. Come on. Flaming sphere. Right next to it. Got it?
Does that shed light?
It does shed light. So we're going to go ahead and set that up. And it should shed 2020. Just like a torch. Alright. And this is going to be under Aowen's control. There we go. All set. So that goes and bumps into them, correct?
Yeah.
So I need to roll a dexterity saving throw. I got a 22. I will avoid it. Okay. Anything else, Eowyn?
No.
Okay. Twilight's Call.
All right, I am going to continue to turn this one into a pincushion.
Okay. Does it take half damage from Flaming Sphere? Then I will take half damage. How much is the damage for Flaming Sphere, Eowyn? Got it. Cool.
All right, first shot plus a mobile flourish.
Over here? Okay.
Okay. Plus.
And you'll hit. So you'll hit for 20. For 20, correct?
And it moves back 11 feet and it adds 6 damage, so 26 damage.
All right. It moves away from you 11 feet. All right. Anything else, sir?
Did you move it?
I did. Moved it 3 squares
Okay.
away. That's why it's no longer as close as it was.
I didn't see it move. I'm refreshing my screen.
All good? It is now way up here near the edge of the darkness.
Okay. And second shot.
Okay.
Plus.
Okay. And you will hit
15.
it. You will deal 25 damage to it. As she is struck in the shoulder, she's still coming towards you. Anything else, Twilight?
That is it.
Okay. Covet von Sin.
My map is doing something really, really weird. I've refreshed it twice and it won't let me see anything. Like, it's blue surrounded by black. I mean, black surrounded by blue. So it is weird. I'm going to get out of this and try again. It's odd.
Strange. I will double check here. Make sure everything's functional on the character's token. I can see
Yes.
through your eyes.
This is weird. This is really weird. It's like it's not even working.
Huh. That's strange.
Can you remove control and then give control again? I
Yeah,
guess. I
one
don't know.
moment. Covet.
Oh, wait. Something happened. We're good. Okay, we're good.
Okay.
I don't know what happened. It decided to work. I'm gonna go with it.
Okay.
Okay. Weird. Okay. All right. So now that I see this, because I've been dealing with this for a couple minutes now, so just give me a second. There's that one. There's that one. Equal. All right. So she's gonna move up here, which was 20 feet. 20 feet. Gonna check. Okay, so she can't do her hex at all. It's too far.
Okay.
So she's gonna hold on to that hex. Still.
Sure. Okay.
Eldritch Blast.
Eldritch Blast. Okay. Cool. So the Eldritch Blast comes in and you will deal 13 force damage, followed by an additional 7. You dealt 20 damage to this one.
Yeah.
Pow. Okay. Anything else?
That was supposed to be.
Additional 5.
It was supposed to be an additional 5 for the first one. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, it's there. It's there.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it's there.
5 force.
Additional 5 force damage. Yes, I think so.
No.
What's
It didn't go.
What's the additional 5 force damage from?
That's from my dagger
Okay.
that Leslie gave me.
Gotcha. Cool. Got it. Anything else?
No, not at this time.
Okay. After coming on Sin, it will become Ayla Taylor's turn. Ayla's going to step over to here and cast Sacred Flame once again. The entity down here needs to make a dexterity saving throw, which it succeeds at, and Ayla will move away from the rail as we go to Kiki Al-Nazar.
All right. Kiki's gonna move to here, and he's gonna attack.
You will critically miss.
And critically miss. Will attack again. I guess there is balance in the universe.
Somewhere. As you will strike, dealing 13 damage to this woman.
All right, and then we're going to use another key point to try to stun her.
Okay. Your Constitution saving throw results in a 16.
Beats it. All right. All right. I am going to then use my. I think I'm going to. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and do a flurry of blows.
Very well.
As a bonus action.
That will
The
strike.
custom damage doesn't count for this.
Cool. You deal 8 damage there. And an additional 9. Excellent.
All right, and then I am going to hightail it out of there,
Okay.
back to here.
Cool. All right. After Kiki, it becomes their turn. And you did move away from her. You do have advantage. She has disadvantage against this, but she would take her hair attack against you. So
because I used the flurry of blows.
You're right. Disregard.
Yep.
Okay, so we'll just go ahead and move my 40 feet towards the ship. Here. And here. And there. This person is no longer stunned.
I thought the one that I pushed back would still be in the water after that.
No?
And with the one that's the closest to me, now that they are in range, would that set off my thing?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, I just making sure.
Okay. Moving closer.
That one was commanded to halt.
You're correct. I'm sorry.
One that was next to
I'll move them back. All right. So, which one are you going to empower, Hex?
Yeah, G and this one would have been further back.
She was there. Yeah, that's where she was.
Yeah.
And I pushed her back from that position.
You pushed her back from here. Yeah, I guess so. She would have been there, and then 40 feet. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's how far she gets. She's not moving 30 feet, she's moving 40, which is the hard part. Alright, so, and you empowered Hex this one over here, Covet?
So yeah, the empowered hex is on this one.
Gotcha. Alright. Well, they get to there, and we are going to have some hair strikes come out. And we're going to attack a whole bunch of times here.
Yeah, that's
This-
a lot of times.
This person here can attack 3 people. 3d3. Alright, so 2 of these are going to be on Covet and 1 will be on Twilight. Covet, a 10 to strike you misses. A 16 to strike you, Covet.
Yeah, that hits. And which one's hitting me?
The one with the
Sorry.
empowered hex.
Okay, sorry. Our internet went down for a second. Sorry.
All good.
So you said a 16 hit me. Yes, for how much?
8 slashing damage. And you are now grappled. Twilight. A 19 to strike you, sir.
Misses.
Okay. And then it's going to pull all of the grappled creatures towards her 15 feet. Covet is now in the water. And she is pulled over the side of the ship. This one cannot reach anybody. This one cannot reach anybody. This one here can reach 2 people. 3d2. Alright, so we're going to go with Islarin first. A 23 to deal 18 slashing damage to you, Islarin.
that misses.
Okay.
It's the Shield of Faith.
Oh, nice.
Then against Kiki, a 22 to slash you for 16 damage.
That hits.
And the second strike against Kiki will be a 12. And we're going to pull Kiki towards me. 15 feet. This one here can only reach Ayla. 1, 2, oh, wrong thing. 1, 2, 3. And Ayla has an AC of 18, so all 3 of those are going to hit Ayla Taylor, dealing 24, so 36 damage to Ayla Taylor. She needs to make 3 Constitution saving throws. 1, 2, 3. And Bless goes away. So, go ahead and remove the yellow dots. And Ayla will be yoinked 15 feet towards this one. And this one here, can she reach Islarin from there? I can. Alright, so need to roll the dice for her. Indeed, 2. All right, so she's going to lash first at Kiki twice. A 14 misses, a 25 for 10 slashing damage, Kiki,
Yes.
and an 11 misses Islarin. All right, so we have you there, and there. Gotcha. So, cool. After them, we then go to Islarin Shonazath.
Right. Ayla looks like she is in by far the most trouble right now, so I'm going to go 5, 20, and I'm going to dive into the water.
You're going to dive into the water. Okay.
And get to the other side of this one
Okay.
and start swinging.
Okay. I do need your athletics check to swim.
I have a swimming speed.
Disregard. As you strike it twice, you will deal 25 damage to this female entity.
Bonus action to swing the other end around, and I think I'll hold off on smiting for now.
Okay.
Actually, no, I want to get its attention. I'm going to smite.
Sure.
Second level spell slot.
Cool. This is undead.
Even better. Okay, so that means the second level spell slot, that's 4d8.
Okay. For an additional 19 damage there. Got it. Cool. Anything else?
Nothing else.
All right. Zensler. Zensler is going to come to here, where he can reach down and try to cut the hair. And so he will start by doing that. And with an 11, he missed. Second swing. Goodness gracious. Come on, dude. Eowyn, what would you like to do? As his sword bounces off of the thick tendrils of hair.
How far am I from here?
From there, you're
I
good.
don't know how to do the measuring tool thing.
All good. From there, you're 25 feet.
I want to move over here then.
Okay. Sure.
And attempt to cut the hair myself.
Okay.
Actually, is her hair like wet or something?
Yeah, she has long, wet hair that is wrapped around Covet and pulling her into the water.
Would fire work on it? I
Potentially.
don't know.
You don't know.
Sorry, would you say?
Feel it.
Up to you. How do you want to do it? Eowyn?
Sorry, I'm thinking.
Okay.
Did I throw fireball at it?
You want to do a fireball? Okay. Yeah, we can throw. You can throw the fireball here, and it won't hurt Covet.
Yeah, I'll do that then.
Okay. Cool.
Well, either it hurts covet or it burns the ship, so.
All right. So we throw it out there. So please cast your fireball.
Wait. Is that third level?
Yes, sir. Yes. Okay. My dexterity saving throw be a 23, so the entity will suffer 13 damage, and the hair will suffer 13 damage and only have 2 hit points left. All right. Anything else, anyone?
No, it's the end of my turn.
All right. Twilight's Call.
Alright, this is getting serious. He's going to grab the shield on his back and cast a command word to animate the shield so that it rotates around,
Okay.
increasing his AC. Sees this dude that's got his hair wrapped around his wife and proceeds to eliminate it from existence.
Okay.
First shot,
Will hit, dealing 21 points of damage, leaving it with 25 health.
and second shot. Oh, come on.
The 11 will not hit. Okay.
Alright, Covet, I set it up for you.
Cool. Miss Von Sin.
I will move
You're moving?
that direction.
Very well. That means that you left her reach, and she's going to take an opportunity attack on you.
Okay.
And she's going to critically strike you.
Jeez.
And I will do my reaction on that one as I walk away.
Okay.
Thinking myself the D20.
Sure. The reaction causes it to be a number 8 on its attack roll. It fails. All right. Anything else, sir?
That's it.
Miss Von Sin, it is your turn. You are in the water as you have been pulled over the side. What would you like to do?
With the empowered hex, let's start with that.
Empowered Hex adds damage to attacks you deal, correct?
Yes. So hold up. So I'm going to do something that I haven't done yet. And she's going to cast... she's going to cast, I'm trying to get to it. Her first attack with Eldritch Blast.
Okay.
Make it a repelling blast.
Sure. A 27 will hit for 23 damage. Got it. And that blasts her away.
10 feet.
Got it. The hair snaps.
And she casts another one.
Okay.
Pick up that step.
16.
A 16 does strike it and destroys that undead entity, which dissolves into hair on the surface of the water.
And she absorbs it.
Okay. Go ahead and add a drowned
Wait.
maiden.
Do I get the choice to absorb it? Yes or no?
Let's go ahead and go back and look. I believe it says that you do, but I will double check. Go. Pulling it up. Shauna's pin, right? Here we go. You can. You don't have to.
with that, she's in the water, and it's very much a, okay, I did this. I don't see any more around me at the moment. And she remembers Kiki's words and staying above the water, keeping her head above water. Don't let the water overtake her. And so she chooses not to absorb.
Yeah,
the.
I have to double check because I looked at the wrong thing, but I will double check on that. For now, we're going to say that's right. But
And is that Kashana's pin?
it is not.
That-
It should be the other thing. So,
Okay.
all right, cool. Anything else, Kevin?
Okay, so my bonus action is she looks up at Captain and Awen and says, "Help me!" and reaches up to try to grab them.
Okay. And then we go to Ayla Taylor. I'm waiting for Ayla to do her thing, and I'm like, she's not here. Sorry, guys.
For God's sake, answer.
Yeah. Ayla's going to go ahead and shout. She's going to command, and we're going to command at the 5th level so that we can command all 5 of the targets nearby. So she shouts, "Cool it!" Because that's one word, right?
That's what she say. Oh my gosh, that's scary.
What?
I grew up hearing that. Do you know how terrifying that is?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, so 5 wisdom saving throws. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And Ayla's wisdom spell save DC is an 18. So the one next to her here is going to cool it. The one over here will not. The one to the south will. The one over here does not. And this one here does. This one here is still commanded. All right. So we go to Kiki Al Nazar.
All right. I'm still grappled by both
of them,
though.
correct.
All right. Let's just see what we can do about that. So when I'm grappled, do I have disadvantage on melee attacks?
By these, you are grappled. You are not restrained, so no, you can still attack.
All right. I'm gonna attack with my short sword.
Okay. All right, and you're attacking her. Cool.
Yeah, the one I'm right next to.
You will deal 15 damage to her.
Nice. All right. And I am going to, you're going to see as his energy pushes into her and causes her to do another saving throw.
Okay.
Or become stunned.
Her Constitution saving throw results in an 8. She is stunned.
Excellent. All right. So now I will attack again, this time with advantage.
Okay. That will hit, dealing 9 damage.
And
yeah,
as a bonus action, I will do a key fueled attack.
Okay. That will hit as well. Dealing another 11. Got it.
Oh no, these are all with my short sword, so they should be taking the custom.
So we'll add that additional 14.
Yeah,
got it.
And then that's everything because I can't move. Yeah, so that's everything.
Okay. Sweet. It becomes their turn. This one cannot act. This one cannot act. Or this one can act. So up here, this one here is going to attack you. Kiki, because, or actually I can attack a Slarn as well. So, and I can do 2 of these hair attacks. Roll 2d2. Wow. All right, so we're going to attack once each. Once on Kiki first. A 26 will get you, Kiki, because you are currently flanked. So that's going to...
Well, the one that's flanking me is stunned. Does that
correct,
matter?
so you're not threatened by her. So
Yeah.
an 11 won't hit you. Islaren, a 17 will miss you. This one moves 40 feet to here, where it's going to try to grab Islaren with 3 attacks. 1 will be a critical strike. Okay, that's going to be 16 damage to you, and you will, sorry, 16 plus 3 is 19. 19 plus 7 should be 26 damage to Islaren. Second attack, oh goodness.
Wow.
All right.
Actually, lose shield of faith too.
Okay. So that's going to be
Yeah, because that's
an additional 22 damage, Islaren, from the second one, and a 19 to get you on the third one.
that one will miss.
All right, so we have 2 lines attached to you, and you are going to be reeled in. So we pull you over to here. Right. So then this one here is commanded. This one here is stunned. This one can't act. This one will move 40 feet towards the ship. All right. And no one is in range of that one, so can't do anything there. Islar and Shonazath, you are next to this thing, and it's about to kiss you.
I am going to try and break it down before I can get the chance. Let's go ahead and hit it a bunch with my trident.
Okay. A 13 will miss.
Try to kiss me, will you? Take that.
However, the 24 will hit, dealing 8 damage.
And this one will be accompanied by smite as well.
Very well.
A second level.
Dealing 18 damage.
And swing around the other end with my bonus action.
And the 14 will miss. All right.
Right?
Anything else?
That's all I can do for now.
Okay. Zensor is going to reach down to pull Covet aboard. He spends 10 feet of his movement to do so.
Thank you.
And then... goodness. What can he possibly do here? Yeah, he's going to move. Can't get there. So, yeah, he's going to... goodness gracious. Yeah, we'll move over to here 20 feet, and we're going to dodge as he's going to try to provoke their interest. Eowyn, what would you like to do? Eowyn?
Still here, sorry. It's hard to put the stick thing down again.
The stick thing?
And the headphones, I don't know what it's called.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. The microphone.
How far is Ayla?
Ayla from you right now? is 40 feet away. But you're up next.
I'll move up to here at least and cast healing word on her.
Gonna cast healing word on her? Okay. And you heal her for 8. Okay. You still have your action because that's just a bonus action.
And word it. Action. One has cutting bolt on this one.
Okay.
At second level.
Sure. Let's see. The guiding bolt will critically miss as it sails off into the darkness. All right. Then we go to Mr. Call. What would you like to do, Mr. Twilight?
All right. It seems to me that my band needs a boost. And what better way to give our group a boost than to ensure that our competition has a poor performance? So there's a 40-foot cube. Hold on, let me broadcast.
You need to snap to point, not to center, please.
Okay, to corner, absolutely.
Yes, sir. Okay. That big?
No, I want to make sure that that's my 40-foot cube right there.
Okay. Cool. What is that's the slow, correct?
That is slow.
Awesome. So I have 1, 2, 3, 5 of them in there.
Yes.
So their wisdom saving throws, correct?
Yes, DC 16.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All but one of them failed.
Nice.
That's pretty effective.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's going to reduce them from 3 attacks to 1.
That's
And
huge.
what's the concentration icon? Oh, good.
Whichever you'd like. The wrench is what I usually recommend.
Okay.
All right.
And I've got that shield there for my animated shield. And then the red dot is for that reaction d20.
Sure.
And I don't see a very good yeah, I'll go ahead and do a first level healing word. The word of the day is cool to Ayla Taylor.
Okay. Awesome. Gotcha. Sweet. After cool, we give Ayla 7 more hit points. Awesome. She says, "Thank you, Twilight."
Absolutely.
As we go to Covet Von Sin.
Okay, so she is going to come as far as she can, which is 30 feet. And her bonus action is she's going to move her empowered hex over here to this one.
Okay.
Because that's the closest one that she can.
Sure.
So she's going to go ahead and cast that one, just in case if she hits anything. So there you go. And her first Eldritch Blast is going to go to this one.
Okay.
20.
A 20 will hit, dealing 21 damage.
All right. And the second one.
Mhm.
Okay. Quick question.
Yes, ma'am.
If I hit this one and do a repelling blast, would that take Ayla with her,
No,
or does that break it?
it breaks it.
And how many hairs are on
Two.
Islarin? All right. I'm going to shoot this one
Okay.
and make it a repelling blast.
Okay.
Eh,
A 14 will miss, unfortunately.
That's okay.
All right.
I tried.
Cool. Well, it becomes Ayla Taylor's turn. And she is...
So there is a reduction of 2 AC for all those guys because
Oh,
it's slow.
because it's slow. So, yeah, that would hit for 15 damage.
Okay.
Plus
the heck?
9. So,
And repel it back 10 feet, breaking the hair.
cool. Yes, ma'am. There we go. Awesome. All right. We hear thank you, gnome. And then we're going to go ahead and...
I will take it.
Ayla is going to cast a 4th level Spirit Guardians. And is going to move over to here with Spirit Guardians active. So that's a 15-foot radius. There we go. As gravy spreads all over in all directions.
That's amazing.
That check.
Is it chicken gravy?
Turkey, there's no other kind. Beef gravy is good, though, just saying. All right, so that's Ayla's turn. We go to Kiki Alnazar.
Amazing. All right. Kiki is going to try to get rid of this one that's got him grappled. Or
Sure.
the closest one, I guess, of the two.
All around you, there's burbling gravy.
Lovely.
Instead of the lightning bolt, we can use purple dot, sure.
What team?
It just makes it easier for me to see. Sorry.
All good. This is one of the very few groups I don't have a colorblind person in. All right, so you will hit dealing 14 and an additional 11 damage to this woman.
All right, and I am, and she's slowed, right? So
She's
I am
slowed
not-
and stunned currently.
Yeah. I think I'm going to use. So with my bonus action, I am just going to try to break the hair on this one.
Okay, just going to attack the hair. Awesome.
Yep. And just with an unarmed strike.
Sure. Karate chop. And you will break the hair.
Excellent. All right. And then can I move closer to the other one, to this one here?
You can move closer, yes.
Okay. I'm gonna move to here then.
All right. Cool.
And that is all of my things.
All right. It becomes their turn. They start their turn inside of the Spirit Guardians. This is not good. So
that 27 damage?
did I do 27? Yeah, 27 damage. So let's see here. Wisdom saving throws. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 27 damage up here. 27 damage there. 27 damage. Sorry. 13 damage here. 27 damage down at the bottom. The hare suffers 27 damage because they are targets. They cannot possibly save. Therefore, Islarn, you are no longer grappled. Neither is Kiki. And it is their turn. So, we can move at half speed and still attack. So, here.
But it's half speed plus Spirit Guardian speed
Correct. It's just half speed.
plus slow speed.
Let me double check the text of Spirit Guardians. Spirit Guardians says what exactly? Affect your creature speed is halved in the area. So yeah, their speed's currently at a quarter. So they can move 10 feet total. They know that Ayla's the one that has the Spirit Guardians active. Because they're pretty damn smart. So, we're going to attack Ayla Taylor. And so, one attack from that one there. Will miss. 3 attacks from the next one. A 13 misses. A 20 will hit Ayla for 7 slashing damage. Ayla needs to roll a Constitution saving throw. Got to be a DC 10. And fails.
+5 from me.
+5 from you, correct. So she succeeds. Let's see here. This was the 1, 2. This is the 3rd attack from that one. Back. Misses. This one attacks Ayla Taylor. Missing. This one is stunned and cannot act. This one here can reach out to grab either Eowyn, Covet, or Zensor.
This one's not stunned anymore. It was stunned until the end of my turn.
Very well. Thank you. Thank you for the honesty. Is that one will attack Ayla. Try to get rid of that Spirit Guardians. Missing with an 8. This one can attack 3 targets. 1d3. So target number 2 is Covet von Sin. Hair versus hair. A 21 to strike you, Covet.
It hits.
You'll suffer 14 slashing damage and be grappled. Because I do not have a bonus action, that is all. I cannot reel you in. This one here is going to attack Zensor because he's in range. 1, 2, and 3. And Zensor's AC is 18, so he is not struck. So she's going to move closer. All right. It's this one down here. Finally move. We're going to move to there, where we will attack Ayla, try to get rid of the damn Spirit Guardians. 1 attack for 15 damage on Ayla. Missing and hitting for another 11. All right. And Ayla has to make 2 Constitution saving throws. The first one being 15 and the second being a 12. She is fine-ish. It's Lauren. That is the extent of my turn. What would you like to do?
I think the ones that are slow should make a new wisdom
Oh,
saving throw.
you're correct. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? So,
DC 16.
4 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4. They all saved. Nobody is slowed.
Wow.
Damn.
That is impressive.
Wow.
Alright. That is
Well,
going
that
to
sucks.
to accelerate things. So I'm going to attack this one first.
Okay.
And smite it at 3rd level.
All right. I had 33 health. You dealt 9 plus 26. 9 plus 26 is 35 damage. She dissolves.
I'll go after this one with my 2nd strike.
Sure. You will strike her. So 8. Anything else?
And swing the opposite end around that same one.
Okay, a 14 will miss. All right. After Slarin,
That's all I can do for now.
yep. Then we go to Zensor. Zensor is going to take one step here and attempt to cut the hair to free Covet. And will do so as the hair has 15 hit points. So, Covet, you are free.
I'm free.
And
Thanks,
then
Zensor.
he will step to there and attack the entity directly using his 2nd swing, striking her for 12. All right, Eowyn, what would you like to do?
I can move the flaming spear, right?
You can. Up to 30 feet.
Oh, I can. I didn't know. I'll move it. I'm able to move it here.
Yes, you can. The 2 of them need to make dexterity saving throws. All right, one of them failed and one of them succeeded. How much damage did they take? Eight damage. Okay, got it. Cool. Anything else?
I want to move up to here, and if I need to, I'll use a dash for it.
Okay. You're moving to there. Okay, so you can move to here without a dash.
With the dash, I want to move
All the
over
way
here.
up to there? Okay. Cool. Awesome.
And then, assuming that takes most of my action.
Yeah, you used your bonus action to move the sphere, your movement, and your action to get to where you're at.
Okay.
So, unfortunately, that's going to be it for you for this turn. Okay. So, after Eowyn, we go to Mr. Twilight's Call.
All right. Twilight is debating. You know, I just got this technique. Let's see how well it performs.
Which technique is this?
This one is called Muddled Thoughts. It is a 20-foot radius.
Okay.
We're right about there.
Yes, sir.
Hold on, let me try something. Still doesn't quite accomplish what I'm trying to do. It can get the 4 on the right side, but I can't get the one next to
Right.
Hotfish.
Right.
Despite my best efforts.
No.
Maybe?
No, nice try. Nice try.
It is synaptic static.
Okay.
Oh, look at all those ones. Damn.
All right. So intelligence saving throws.
A DC 16 for the 4 on the right.
They all fail. Suffering 27 psychic damage. Okay.
And any attack roll or saving throw requires a subtraction of a D6.
All right. Got it.
Does hit us too.
I didn't think there was friendly fire on that one.
Each creature.
Each creature. So, let's get Islarin, Eowyn, Ayla, Kiki.
I'm gonna use my inspiration to reroll that one.
Okay.
Doesn't help that.
All right.
Lovely.
Ayla's
These are
intelligence saving throw.
Is there a way I can reroll that?
You're not the smartest one.
I will give my inspiration to Ayla so that she can re-roll that.
Okay.
Is there a way I can reroll that?
Yeah, I give mine to Eowyn.
Thank you.
Ayla got a 21.
Wait, actually,
come on.
wait. You have advantage. So, because of my Watcher's Will that I did.
Yeah,
So you
I
can-
have advantage on that. So
yeah, so Kiki would pass. Ayla would pass without the inspiration.
Okay.
Um,
And Eowyn fails.
Even with inspiration.
Yeah.
Ouch. Oh.
Okay. So, Eowyn, you suffered 27 psychic damage from Twilight singing.
Oh, there's no
Actually,
surprise
does
there.
make sense. So I take half damage, right?
Correct. So 13 damage.
Do I have to roll? I'm resistant.
You're not in the area.
Okay.
All right.
that's what that one does. I need to save that one for later.
Finally, I'm
Turn
gonna
around.
take you.
We're all of us are sitting there glaring at Twilight right now.
And for once, it's not me. Wow.
So Twilight will move this direction, and we'll give a healing word of the day to Ayla.
The best part is she can't hear you, but we're going to allow the magic to happen anyway.
Of course.
You heal her for 5. Congratulations. She's now at 11.
Ouch.
All right. So she does need to roll a Constitution saving throw in order to hold on to her spirit guardians after you dealt damage to her.
So she saved, so it was half damage.
Right. So she suffered 13, so it's a con save of a DC 10.
just needs to not roll in that one.
Okay. So she's fine. All right. So anything else as you torture your friends, Twilight?
That worked well.
I think it's all perspective.
And Covet looks at him and is like, okay, if that's the way you want to take it, fine.
That was effective.
Zensor's feeling really good that he's done less damage to the party than Twilight. Covet?
How the heck am I supposed to follow that?
I mean, let's not try to outdo it.
I mean, I'm not gonna try. Because I see my friends are hurting pretty bad, and Twilight really didn't help. She's gonna move forward to about here, but still like here.
Okay, which
And-
provokes an opportunity attack from this one down here.
Okay,
And so
sure.
We're going to try to grab a hold of you with my hair. A 17 to grab you.
It's
Aha! Aha!
That's fine. Fine. That's fine. Okay. Fine.
You will suffer 12
All right.
slashing damage. And I need you to roll a Constitution saving throw to hold on to Empowered Hex. On save, it's a DC 10.
I'm fine.
Okay,
With that, she moves the empowered hex over to this one.
very well.
Just gonna go ahead and roll that to get that out of the way.
Yes, ma'am.
And then she does her Eldritch Blast on this one.
Okay.
A repelling blast
Yes,
on it,
ma'am.
please.
Pow.
18 to hit.
Yep, you knock her away, and you're going to deal 32 damage to her, breaking the hair.
Second hit.
Okay. Waha! Is this also a repelling blast?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
With the 13 of the empowered hex as well.
For an addition, so it's a total of 26. Very well. Cool. Where's mine, Twilight? Anything else, Covet?
She looks at the one next to him, next to the captain, and says, "You're next."
Okay.
And looks as menacingly as possible.
Ayla Taylor. Ayla. Ayla is going to drink a potion of greater healing from her belt. Recovering 15 hit points. And then she will use her action to drink a second potion of greater healing from her belt. And so she will recover another 14. And so I'm going to scratch those potions off. And that's going to be it for her turn as we go to Kiki Al-Nazar.
All right. He is going to come up and attack. Or I shouldn't say come up. He's already here. He's going to with his short sword.
You will strike, dealing 17 damage.
Oh, and I have to do negative D6 on both of these, right?
Yes.
Oh no, because I
You
saved.
passed the save.
yeah, no, I made it. Yeah, that's
All right. So 21 will hit, dealing an additional 16 damage.
all right, and I am going to use a key point to try to stun this one.
Very well. The stunning strike attempt. Constitution saving throws of 15. She is stunned.
Nice. He is stunned. All right, and then I will use a key fueled attack for a final attack on this one.
That will miss.
And that will miss. Jesus.
A 1 and a 2.
Yeah. Holy crap.
Yep.
With yeah. All right. I will.
You also
I
rolled a
won't
1
do
and a
anything
2 on
else.
the custom damage on that one.
Yeah. Yeah. Wow. Crap. Okay. That is it. I will actually. I'm going to move to here, and then and I'll end my turn.
That's going to provoke an opportunity attack from 2 of them down here.
All right. Well, it's a disadvantage because I have my boots of speed, but
Okay. A 9 will miss you.
D6 on both of them.
And so a 19 minus a d6. 1d6. It's a 4. Does a 15 get you?
It does not.
Okay. All right. So after Kiki Al Nazar, I start my turn inside of Spirit Guardians, which is not great. We tried so hard. So 3 targets. 1, 2, 3. That's unfortunate. As Ayla Taylor squeals with glee and will deal how much damage? 17 damage. So
That's radiant damage?
it is radiant damage. So this one has 2 hit points. This one will lose 17 hit points. And this one will lose 17 hit points. Cool. All right.
I think there should be one more D8 because it was cast at the 4th level.
Oh, you're correct. So that one is at 1 hit point.
Amazing.
Wow.
Amazing.
Of course.
I did it.
The dice have told their story.
Indeed.
Yeah.
They're hanging on for dear life. That's what that dice is saying.
Yep.
Ain't no stopping us now.
Yep.
Dear,
Something just popped up and yeah. Okay. So then they are going to attack, and we're going to goodness. I have 5 targets for 4 attacks. So 3d5. So 3d5, we attack, and we're going to attack Islarin first. A 15 misses. Number 4 would be Eowyn. A 9 misses Eowyn, and then Kiki, a 16 minus something will miss you, Kiki.
Yeah, misses anyway. Yeah.
This one here has I can reach Twilight from here, so 3 targets. Roll 3d3. Okay, we're going to attack Ayla. A 15 misses Ayla. A 10 will miss Eowyn, and a 12 will miss Ayla. Goodness gracious. This one here is going to attack either Eowyn or Ayla. A 24 to hit you, Eowyn.
Minus a d6?
Minus d6, you're correct. D6. A 23 to strike Eowyn.
No, yeah, it hits. My armor class is 21.
Okay, the hair goes in there and breaks instantly because of the Spirit Guardians. And then the last attack will be against Ayla. Missing. All right, over here, this one is going to attack one of the 2 people there. So, roll 3d2. We attack him first. A 24 to grab hold of him will succeed and deal 13 damage to Zensor. The hair then attacks Covet once and twice, missing her. And then over here, this woman's going to move 40 feet right up next to Covet Von Sin. And we are going to do that nasty one where she is going to use her hair against you, Covet. A 17 to grab you.
Yep.
For 16 slashing damage. The second attack will be a 9 to grab you.
Miss.
And then she's going to try that draining kiss. instead of the third hair attack. The Draining Kiss needs you to make a charisma saving throw of a DC 15 or suffer 14 psychic damage and have your strength reduced.
And I have advantage on that
From
You
what?
do have advantage on that.
from
The channel divinity.
Oh, how big is that?
It was just at the I cast it at the start. It was
Okay. And how long does that last?
a minute.
Okay, then yeah. So with the
21.
21, awesome. Cool. So you take half the damage, so 7 psychic damage.
Oh, you said that psychic?
Yes.
Oh, I'm resistant to that.
So you'll take 3 psychic damage. And then I need you to roll a Constitution saving throw of a DC 10 or lose your empowered hex. All right.
I'm fine.
It's Lauren Shonozath.
Alright, let's try and finish off the one that has 1 hit point. Thinking that with Kiki.
Okay. That will hit, and you will deal at least 1 damage, killing it.
One hopes.
And I would like to swim underneath the ship.
Okay.
Going at this one.
Okay. And with a 15, you will strike it, dealing 13 damage, killing it.
Actually, it's an 11 because I still had the
Oh, the synaptic static,
debuff
correct.
from the.
So
yeah.
that will not hit.
You failed the
swing
synaptic
the
static?
I did.
Okay.
Reroll was a 9.
Shiza.
Opposite.
All right.
Wow, that'll do it.
That will do it. And you dealt 8 damage. It had 10 hit points, so it has 2 hit points now. All right.
Okay, I can't do anything about that, but I can finish my movement there.
Okay.
It'll time the spirit guard anyway. And both I and also the others that were affected should actually get intelligence saving throws at the end of our turn.
Right. Okay.
That's my DC.
Nice.
There's 1, 2, 3 of them over here. 1, 2, 3. All right. So one of them is not affected. Okay. All right. So after Slaren, it becomes Zensur's turn. Zensur is going to try to cut the hair. A 23 will deal 12 damage. And then he is going to swing a second time and cut the hair off of himself. He will then step up to here, which is still within this person's range. And well, actually, she can do that kiss. So she's going to try that. So, Training Kiss. Constitution or Charisma saving throw for him. His Charisma saving throw results in a 22. He is not drained. He'll suffer 6 psychic damage. But he wanted to grant Covet flanking. Aowen! What would you like to do, Aowen? Aowen?
Sorry. Am I able to reach this one? How far is it?
Which one? I believe you can make it there, yeah.
Is it more than 60 feet?
No.
Okay. Hold on, I lost it.
What are we casting?
I want to cast Flame Strike at this one.
Flame Strike? Okay.
I'll tell both of them to duck at least.
Flame
tucking-
Strike. Flame strike, I think is a massive thing if I remember properly. Let me double check. It is a 10-foot radius, so it's not something they can dodge.
Ow.
So the 10-foot radius goes here. I need Covet and Zensor both to make dexterity saving throws. Alright, so please cast your Flame Strike.
Twilight is extremely proud of Eowyn at this particular point in time.
Let me get. Holy smokes.
So the drowned maiden will also succeed. Zensor, however, is going to fry.
I didn't mean to hit him.
Zensor's going to take 30 damage, as will the ship. And the maiden here will suffer 6 plus 9, so 15 damage.
Twilight wants to express that his pride in Eowyn and their accomplishment.
Everyone will yell sorry to Captain Codfish.
I love that. You're sorry, but I'm going to call you by the insulting name that Twilight uses. Understood. All right. So, Twilight.
You had it in you.
Twilight,
It
your
wasn't-
protege. Anything else, Eowyn? Any rebuttal to Twilight's comment?
No, I'll just. I don't know.
No? Okay.
I'll cast. Can I? Where's his Lauren?
It's Lauren's under the ship. You can't see her
Okay.
right now.
Okay, then never mind.
All right. Mr. Twilight's call.
All right. Since the group over here seems to have everything well in hand, I'm going to lend my arrow's assistance to my wife over here and shoot the maiden next to my wife.
Okay.
Ooh.
You will critically
Oh.
miss.
I'm going to use the d20 I had from my silvery bards to roll that one again.
Yep.
So much better.
All right. So you will hit. How hard did you hit her? 26.
26.
Got it. Yes, sir.
And my second shot.
Okay. We'll hit for 23 damage. Awesome.
And I will scoot one step that direction.
Okay. Awesome. Then we go to Miss Von Sin's turn.
She picks up her singed hair and has stated, "I've had it." And she proceeds to cast Empowered Hex.
You already have it on this person?
Yep, just to get it out of the way.
Sure.
And then
It
it's, a
will
straight,
apologize.
it's a straight roll for this one right here.
Yes, ma'am.
Because it would be disadvantage because it's so close,
Correct.
but advantage because he's right here because of flanking. So just a straight roll.
Yes, ma'am. And you will deal 28 damage to this entity, leaving it with 10 hit points.
I'm gonna do it again.
Okay. Pow! She's gone.
Okay, so now I get 25 temporary hit points.
As the repelling blast coats Captain Zensor with a hair of that entity.
Sorry, not sorry. So at that point, she's just seething, absolutely seething. She is not going to absorb that entity, though. She's choosing not to. She wants to, but she won't do it. And says again, "You're next," as she points to this one.
Okay. And then we go to Ayla
And
Taylor.
with my bonus action, I'm going to move the empowered hex to this one.
Very well. Cool. Ayla is going to take a step down and is going to cast Sacred Flame on the uninjured or the less injured one there. Actually, we're going to cast Mass Healing Word. That's what she would do. So we're going to cast Mass Healing Word for all my friends. Friend peoples, you all recover 8 hit points. And then she will cast Sacred Flame. Ow. The drowned maiden needs to roll dexterity saving throw. It fails, suffering 14 damage as Ayla continues her rampage of radiance. Kiki Alnazar.
Yes, indeed. I am going to look at this one that is stunned in front of me and say, "Hey, you're going to join your friends here." And
Awesome. That will hit, dealing 16 damage.
I think that hit even with the D6 reduction.
It does.
Yeah.
Okay. I do need the D6 reduction on that one, though. There's a chance you could miss.
I don't think I thought I
Oh,
made that.
you have advantage. So, yeah, you made
Did you
it.
pass the saving throw at the end of your turn?
Yeah, so she has 10 hit points.
All right. Well, I wasn't going to do this, but you kind of, I don't really want you coming out of this stunned condition. So I am going to use my, I'm going to use another key point. As you see, my hands power up and turn into a flurry. Close.
All right. And you will hit, killing her.
All right. And then I am going to move over to this one here. I'm going to fly while my hands are still empowered. And I'm going to hit one time. Hope to hit.
Hitting and destroying her. All right.
All right. And then I think I need to move away from that sphere. I get burnt, right? So
Correct.
I'm going to move back to here and end my turn.
All right. It becomes their turn. I need to roll my wisdom saving throw versus Spirit Guardians.
Minus the D6.
Doesn't matter.
Not at a 2.
So 5Gs. Spirit Guardians at the 4th level is 4d8. Not 5d8.
So if it's a minus D6, is that a compound failure if it's negative?
Negative. I appreciate the attempt, though.
The negative.
All right, so over here.
Which makes it a positive?
No, that's not how it works.
Come out for it.
3d2. All right, so Miss Von Sin, you are first to beat the target. 14 will miss you, I believe.
Yes, it's missed me.
1 and 2 as Zensor is grabbed, dealing 14 slashing damage, and is reeled into the water. All right, over here.
Or slight shear from 12.
It's Lauren. This one's going to choose its targets, and I can swing at 4 of you. So 3d4. Right. So number 3 would be Kiki. A 12 misses you. And then 2 number 1s, which is Eowyn. 1 and 2. A 24 to get a hold of you, Eowyn. Because
Mine
she
is
no, she saved.
That one saved?
That one's the one that saved. Yeah.
Damn.
So
So then I'm not concentrating anymore.
okay. Eowyn, you are going to get slashed for 7 damage and be grappled, and then the hair breaks because of the spirit guardians. All right. So it's Lauren. It is your turn.
All right. I am going to attack the one that's right in front of me.
Okay. You will strike it, dealing 12 and 10 for a total of 22.
And that I will accompany that with another second level smite.
Yes, sir. Dealing an additional 15 damage.
Then bonus action.
Okay.
Hitting the other end. Should be rolling now.
That will miss terribly. All right.
And honestly, I think I'm gonna take the risk and try to give the other one something to look at. So I'm gonna I tell
Okay.
me whenever it's gonna take its opportunities.
Okay. Well, she's going to try to kiss you. You should roll a charisma saving throw.
I cannot fail that.
Very well.
Take the psychic the half psychic damage.
7 or 6, sorry.
And I'll just get over here and just give this one another target. I can't do anything to it though.
Cool. The sensor is going to swing twice directly at her. Now that he has advantage. A 27 will deal 26 damage to her. The second swing there will be 19, dealing 18 damage to her. All right, Eowyn, what would you like to do?
I have another spell slot.
Okay.
Um,
Twilight's right next to you if you want to do a flame strike.
Yeah, I want to do a flaming strike in this one.
Okay, you gonna do another flame strike over there?
Yeah.
All right. It's Lauren and Zensor both need to roll dexterity saving throws. Zensor got a 4.
Twilight cheers. Well done, Islaren. You're really coming into your own with that pyromancer. Eowyn.
So he's going to suffer 24 damage. The undead is going to suffer 6 plus 5 for 11. Islaren, you will suffer 11 damage. All right. Cool. So, anything else, Eowyn?
No.
All right. Twilight's call.
I will shoot this one here.
Okay.
Ew,
You will not.
Yeah, that's not really acceptable. Let me try this again.
Okay.
There we go.
You will deal 26 damage to it. It is 13
Did this thing
hits.
take fire damage from the spheres of fire?
It should have. Yep. How much fire damage did it take from the flaming sphere?
What level was it again?
I-
Second?
Second level, yes. All right, so 8. Got it. It is at 5 hit points. All right.
Okay. And then I will move this direction. And I will toss a healing word at the second level on Islarin and say, cool.
All right. Cool. Islarin, you recover 10 hit points. Miss Von Sin.
Okay, so with this one, she is going to cast Empowered Hex just to get it over with.
Okay.
First Eldritch Blast. It is keeping it in place so we don't lose flanking.
Okay. Dealing 24 damage there.
And the next one.
Deals 26 damage. Anything else, mademoiselle?
Nope.
All right.
Just kill it.
Okay. Ayla is going to smile and walk to here, where she's going to cast Sacred Flame on the one that is flanked. And now we're going to go for it. We're going to go ahead and do a 4th level Guiding Bolt.
Ooh, nice.
And with a 20, she will blast it for 25 damage.
Ouch.
All right. And then we go to Kiki on the other. And Ayla's just going to say, I've got this.
Yeah.
That's all right.
That sounds about right. Kiki's going to move to here and attack.
Ayla looks at you and scowls. I said I've got this. Go ahead. I'm sorry, in character. Go ahead. You will kill that one. That one counts as mine.
All right, we will count it as yours. I'm going to fly over to here.
Okay. Awesome. Cool. Anything else, sir?
No, I think that's going to do it for my turn.
All right. They start their turn inside the Spirit Guardians. The Spirit Guardians could do... Could do how much damage? Here we go. Could do 19 damage, which would kill this. It is 18 hit points. Its wisdom saving throw results in a 8. The entity dies. And with that, you guys can get back aboard the ship and sail off into the night.
No, why is he back on board?
He's going to climb back on board just like Islarin will.
Ah, damn it.
He saved my life.
He did do that.
So,
He saved mine last attack with the squall. So he's got a pretty good track record there.
yeah, unlike Twilight and Eowyn, who are blasting their party members, he hasn't physically injured you guys.
Oh, that is your
Ron
hero
will
thing.
take the.
You see a little bit of smoke coming from the end. I mean, it looks fabulous because of the wish that she did a long time ago, but it's still, there's like smoke coming from it.
So,
Eowyn would really walk away and give her space.
I'm gonna give Kevin some space. Awesome.
Aylin, I was really proud of you with that flame strike that you did where you just roasted the codfish. That was amazing.
Have it snarls.
Well, we now know that Covet's delicious because she has burnt ends.
Okay, well, go with
Well,
that.
I already knew that covet was delicious.
Very well.
Wow.
So that's where we're going to end for today. We'll come back next week for the next episode of Us Against the Gods.